Alright guys, let's talk about doing pinwheel for peace. This is step by step to how to get to your pinwheel. So you should have a 9x9 square from your sketchbook. Some of you ended up having 8x12 or whatever, 8x11, so you're going to actually work with that, whatever materials you have. So what you should have is your wooden pencil. And we are going to basically find the center of your piece. So instead of doing all of your folds, you can go from corner to corner. And go to your corner, and you're gonna draw out a 4.5 inch line. You guys can't really see that, so let me get a Sharpie. You guys are gonna use your pencils. So start at your corner. .4.5 inch line. Turn your paper. Go to the next point. Again, make sure your bottom is lined up. And again, 4.5. Rotate to the next corner. So that first line that you did, which was here, you can actually see that. So make sure that's lined up. Again, your corner, 4.5. Rotate. Make sure again that back line is lined up, and back to 4.5. So that right now is what your paper should look like. And then the goal is not to bend the center, okay? So again, you're gonna have your paper like a diamond, okay? And I'm going to take left going to right, line it up, and don't press in the center. Kind of gauge your eyeball where 4.5 was again, so that's here. So I'm going to press down here and push up, and then you go to the bottom, gauge where 4.5 might be, press and go down towards your stomach. If it doesn't, same concept, don't push in the center. Come here about 4.5, use your eyeball because you just did your measurements. And if it doesn't line up, that's okay. You don't have to rotate it. Hang on to your points, find that 4.5, fold. So that way you kind of gauge where your line work will be. Okay, so obviously pinwheel for pieces, everything related to piece, so you can look on Pinterest or Google Image for some ideas. You are more than welcome to come up with your own ideas. You can put song verses in it. You can use different types of wording if you want. So I'm going to put this aside, and you'll see like the back side is simple. Okay. Let's see. Back side is simple. I did like a 3-dimensional hand, and then I just put a quote in here. So this is my simple, we're using lines, so you can do all different types of lines. And then the front side, I basically broke this up in quadrants, and you can see I started, you do not have to have the center like this is my choice, but I broke this in panels, like what piece is related to me, like the dove, and yes, I wanted a blue dove, words, different types of text. So these are things, so I'm going to finish out and painting these. And then from there, I'm going to show you how to create a, how to fold it to create an actual pinwheel. Before you do that, you want to make sure that you take your scissors once you're done designing. Do not cut this until after you're done designing. You're gonna cut right here on the fold lines with your scissors. And the other thing is have your paper, the point facing away from you. You have a left and a right on the right side. Don't go too far in, but you want to create a little dot here. It tells you that that's the side that you're going to pin down. Rotate again. So left and right, about the same distance, a little mark to pin that spot again. Left and right, do the same thing, and rotate one more time, left and right on the right hand side, make your point. And if you want to, you can kind of gauge where the center is because you can see that fold mark. So you have on the right hand side of each one, that's where you're going to fold. So with that being said, we have one right here. So we've got this all cut up, okay? So I'm going to get, like, you can use a pencil and eraser. You can use a barbecue skewer and a thumbtack. Whatever means to get it to be a pinwheel, okay? So I have my material here. So first thing first is I'm going to take my thumbtack, and so here's one that was very nicely designed, okay? So on the side that has the dot, I'm going to do the most interesting side. So I'm going to take one end, and then here's my dot right here. So I'm going to take that and then pin that, and then again here's my dot. So pin that. And then on the opposite one, here's my dot. So I'm going to pull it inwards so that I can have, my pinwheel's going to happen. Hold it firmly in the center, right? And then you're going to find that center dot. And you go ahead and pin that. Like so. So if I hold it, notice it's not pushed, it's not squished. That's why we didn't fold the center. Okay, so you can see through. Then I have a barbecue skewer that I was able to poke a hole through. So I'm just gonna push that through, and I created my pinwheel. Ta-da! Okay, so that way we can display these on September 21st because that is International Peace Day. All right, thanks.